Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Mercedes and this is the Frugal Life with Mercedes. So today we are going to talk about blessing boxes, free pantries. So I'm going to do a video on food pantries specifically, and those are usually ran through churches and different organizations. But today we are going to talk specifically about the little boxes, the blessing boxes. I know that it's really popular, the free little libraries, and those have books and magazines and coloring books, and those are very popular. I can say specifically in my area, we have a lot of those, but there are also things called blessing boxes that are for non-perishable food items, and you guys can do a search on the internet. I just typed in blessing boxes near me and I got a list. Also, I don't have a Facebook, but apparently there are Facebook groups for individual towns and counties to see where those are. And where I live, they are almost always outside churches, sometimes near playgrounds, parks, those kind of places. And essentially, if you do not know what those are, they are little wooden structures and they have non-perishable food items in them. And it's basically, if you can give, and if you need something, take it. And if you've been with me for a really long time, I used to donate to the blessing boxes near me very frequently, and I would post about it. And to be completely honest with you guys, I just hadn't been donating as much. A couple of times a year, I do go to the local food pantry and I donate things. I think I did share like last December, a friend of mine was donating a bunch of food to a local food pantry, and I contributed personal care items from my couponing stockpile, like shampoo, conditioner, laundry detergent, all those kinds of things. So then her and I went and we had a huge donation. But remember, these places need donations not just in the holidays, but that is besides the point. But me personally, I have not been donating as consistently as I once was. And I am a firm believer in practice what you preach. And I recently did a video on SNAP benefits and WIC being affected in the month of November because of the government shutdown. And I encourage you guys to volunteer, check on your people, and to donate. So in light of all that, I am putting together a contribution to a blessing box. Now, what is the benefit of a blessing box? I'm trying to think how to word this. Donating in general is a wonderful, wonderful thing, whether it is to a clothing drive, school supplies for children at the beginning of the year, food pantries, blessing boxes, whatever it is. But the benefit of a blessing box is the ability to be discreet. So there are people that are in need and maybe feel some shame, embarrassment, which they shouldn't, but I understand why they do, about going to a food pantry. Or maybe they're afraid to go to a food pantry. They don't know what to expect going to a food pantry. Maybe they think that they'll be denied going to a food pantry. There is a vast array of reasons why. And again, I will get into more specifics of that when I talk about my food pantry video. But a blessing box is really great because let's say you've got like a couple cans of food or whatever to donate. Maybe you don't feel like you've got enough to justify taking it to the food pantry. You can take it to a blessing box. There's the appeal of it being discreet, and you also really know that it goes to the people in your community. The one that I am going to be donating to literally is right down the road from my house. So I know that my neighbors and the people directly in my community are going to benefit from that. If that is a concern for you for donating, like, is it really going to go to my community? That is a way to ensure that. I also believe that we have to start with our own communities before we can branch out. So if we can ensure that the people around us, even though we don't know them, if we can bless somebody that lives right next door to us, that is a powerful thing. So really great thing to do. And I would like to preface this. I know people that have been with me a long time and who know me. I have a lot of friends, family members, loved ones that follow me and watch. And you guys will already know, and the people that have been with me for a long time, I am not doing this for clout. I am not doing this for recognition. I am not doing it for views. This is what I do. Yes, I have taken a step back from that aspect of my life, but I have always had a very generous heart. And the reason that I am taking the time to film this is because I'm trying to encourage other people to do the same. I believe that we should lead by example, practice what you preach, but also I want to show you guys how easy it is. And you might not have even known that these were a thing, or maybe you saw them when you passed a church or a playground and you were kind of curious about it. And I am sad to say that there's a lot of these blessing boxes that have been kind of neglected. And so it's a good thing to do for your community. So I'm going to show you guys the things that I put together to take to this blessing box, and we're going to go from there. So if you guys feel inspired, that is awesome. And as I said in my Snap Wick video, if you are not able to contribute financially or in donation, then do not feel bad. We all just do the best that we can. Check on your people, consider volunteering. If you are experiencing a hard time, do not feel any shame in asking for help, whether it be blessing boxes, food pantries, whatever it might be. Don't feel shame, okay? We've all had hard times. We've all had experiences where we had to ask for help, whether it be mentally, financially, whatever it was. And I hope that I am encouraging you guys. And one last thing before I show you what I've put together to donate, you want to follow the rules and regulations of each food bank, food pantry, blessing box that you are going to be contributing to. I know the one that I'm going to be taking stuff to, they specifically asked for non-perishable items and no personal care items. And the reason behind that is because they don't want, like, let's say you take an apple, they don't want it perishing and spoiling and possibly ruining the other food, making it messy inside the blessing box. They don't want personal care items because the perfumes and aromas and chemicals and things like that will possibly rub off on the food. A lot of people have allergies, so if I put some Tide in there and somebody's allergic to Tide, that kind of contaminates all the food for them depending upon their allergy. So just listen to whatever it is that it says. I know that there are some that let you donate clothes or toys, but there usually will be a sign, and please follow that. And don't put stuff on the ground or above it. It's in a box, it's got a door, treat it with respect, leave everything nicer than it was when you got there. And if it looks a little dirty on the inside, heck, bring some disinfectant wipes, wipe that, take everything out, wipe that sucker off and put everything back in. That would be a beautiful thing to do. Just make sure that you treat it with respect. Close the door. There's usually a little latch on it. And those are just some things to keep in mind. So this is what I will be donating today. Now, to be completely honest with you guys, I have not been to this blessing box in a long time, so I have no idea what state it is in. I have no idea if it is empty or full or what have you. So what I did was I got together a bunch of stuff, and I'm going to take it all, and I'm going to put in whatever will fit, and then whatever doesn't fit, I'll go back maybe next week and see if I can fill some stuff in. But I would rather have too much stuff than only put in a couple of things and it be empty, if that makes sense. Lots of creature comforts here. So we got some barbecue sauce, ketchup, we got cake mix, soy sauce, we've got some condensed soups, we've got some frosting for those cakes, I've got some seasoning packets, some peanuts, that's a really good thing, lots of protein, more seasoning, some Chef Boyardee, we've got some jelly, some biscuit mix. I actually got this on clearance at Walgreens. I figure coffee might really be nice for somebody. And the cool thing is too, is that because they're K-cups, they aren't going to permeate. Well, you guys know what I mean. They're not going to stink up the blessing box with a coffee smell. I was going to donate some tea, but I don't want the whole blessing box to smell like tea. Not that tea smells bad, but hope that makes sense. We got some saltines, some more seasoning. We got some Cheez-Its. We've got pasta. This is like an electrolyte thing. And we've got some salmon, pasta, and some blueberry muffin mix. So lots of creature comforts and just kind of some things that might help some people out. Now remember, this is not going to solve all of somebody's problems. This is not going to, like I said, fix everything. But this is going to bless somebody or multiple somebodies. And I did forget to mention, guys, make sure that you are not donating anything that is expired, opened. Remember, nothing perishable. And also, they kind of frown upon donating glass. So I think I am gonna take this jelly out because this is a glass jar, and I wasn't even thinking about that. But next time, hopefully I'll remember and get a plastic jelly. But yeah, I'll take the jelly out, but everything else is going to go. Okay guys, so it is evening. As you can see, it says no perishables. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this up. As you can see, it is very small. So I'm gonna go ahead and load my stuff in there. And as you can see, it says little free library and blessing box. Okay, so we put quite a bit in there. I did not organize it just because it's at night and I need to go home. And I would advise you guys doing this in the daytime, but I am good. Just wanted to show you guys. Okay, I am back home. As you guys can see, that one definitely needs some TLC. I honestly did not have the time to devote to putting things in organized or anything like that. But I am going to go back sometime soon and just try to put stuff in a little bit neater. But that one needed a lot of TLC, and hopefully somebody or somebodies will be blessed by this. And I hope that you guys are inspired, even if it's just checking on your people or donating your time. Okay, so I hope that you guys got something out of this video. Please consider subscribing to my channel, and until next time, guys, bye.